Hello everyone, this is Tony. Welcome back to Trophy Food Experiences. Today I'm doing a review of a recent dinner I had at C'est La Vie, which is a restaurant inside the Marina Bay Sands in Singapore. And it's supposed to be a sky-high experience. So this is on the rooftop on the 57th floor of Tower 3. And so it includes a restaurant, a sky bar, and a club lounge. And we were actually guests in the hotel, so perhaps this is not the most appropriate place for the hotel guests because you already get a view. We didn't know that. And we also booked inside the restaurant. The restaurant is actually inside, and the one that gets the really good view is the Sky Bar, but the Sky Bar doesn't really serve anything other than drinks and really small food. So if you are a guest of the hotel, there's no need to go to this restaurant because you already, as a hotel guest, get free access to the Sky Park observation deck, which is right outside of the restaurant. So it's even got a better view than the restaurant. So no need to go into this restaurant. If you are not a hotel guest, I guess if you can snag a good table by the window or by the viewing area, then maybe it's worth it. But other than that, I would say it's by far our kind of most disappointing experience in all the restaurants that we had in Singapore, including any hawker or mall experience. So we got there, and I was waiting for my guests, so I ordered a signature drink. The first one I tried was the guavarita, but they were out of it, which is kind of weird for a bar to be out of a drink at, I think it was 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. It was a very early reservation. Then so they offered me the other one, which is this one, which is called Summer Love, which is a combination of themed infused gin, Peruvian pisco, fresh peach prosecco to create an intriguing, fresh, refreshing drink. It actually tasted like basically a margarita to me, and it was $25. So I didn't think it was that great, and it wasn't that pleasing aesthetically. Service was abysmal. When we got there, we waited at least 30 to 40 seconds for someone to kind of acknowledge us. They were just too cool to handle anyone. And the manager was standing right there. Got inside. We got not a great table. I asked for a better table. Even though it was very early, they said, well, all the tables with the good views are for two people or for large parties. Somehow, when someone else in my party complained afterwards, were able to move us. So I guess it's doable. The cocktails took 25 minutes to get there, and it was very, very slow, the service, and it seemed like they just knew that people were here just for the view, and they were just gonna kind of charge whatever. So anyways, let's get to the food. This is the Ken Medaya, which is a fish with laksa and ginger flour. This is $45. You can see it's not that big a portion. It's probably like 2 bites. So the food itself was okay, but it's pretty expensive. This is the breaded Iberico Pluma, which is $48 with romaine pomelo and caper. Again, pretty decent dish. Not a great size, but again, the service standard is so poor that really you wait so long for your food. There's no service. There's absolutely kind of no, they kind of know that you're there because of the view. And again, that's our mistake. We were hotel guests, so why were we there? We didn't need to be there. And I guess people that kind of are there that are not hotel guests kind of expect to not be treated that great and not have great food and be paying overpriced for it. So, I guess that's our mistake for not doing our research on this. I had the New Zealand Young Mamoa lamb chop, which is 250 grams, $60. Singaporean dollars. So it's green curry puree and chimichurri sauce. Again, it was pretty decent, but it was small in size. And you can see by the picture, I was by this time just trying to get out of here. It was just not a great experience. No friendliness of service. And we were actually rushing back to view the Gardens by the Bay Rhapsody from our room at 7:45. So we had a 6:15 reservation. So in an hour and a half, they only served one cocktail and one dish for each of us. Granted, my guests were late, but the service was slow. It was unapologetically cold. And so, yeah, I would not recommend this restaurant. If you really want a view, I'd actually go to some of the other restaurants and pass this up. You don't really get a very good view unless very few tables that are at the rail. And even if you do get a view, you're going to be paying overpriced for the food, and the service is going to be slow and not that welcoming. So, yeah, I cannot recommend this restaurant. Hope you've enjoyed this review. Until next time, happy eating.